There's a bottle that costs $43. It contains the exact same chemical that Phoenix pest control companies use on every scorpion visit. Same active ingredient, same concentration, same EPA-approved uses. The retailer who sells it calls it an exact generic version. Those are their words, not mine. Phoenix homeowners pay $720 a year for monthly scorpion control. That is $3,600 over 5 years. The chemical cost per visit is between $5 and $20. One $43 bottle makes 10 applications. That is 5 years of treatment. $43 versus $3,600 for the same chemical. And here's the part that makes it worse. Even the manufacturer's own study showed the product works best alone. Adding a second chemical to the mix actually reduced the kill rate. The industry combo made it worse. Not better, worse. This is Cyzmic CS. And this is how a billion-dollar industry buried the generic version of the most effective scorpion killer ever tested. The Arizona bark scorpion is the only medically significant scorpion in North America. Phoenix has the highest sting rate in the country, 677 per 100,000 residents. Arizona poison centers receive up to 20,000 calls every year for stings. 200 children per year require intensive medical care. If you get stung badly enough to need antivenom, the drug is called Anascorp. It costs $100 in Mexico. The same vial costs $3,500 in the US. Hospitals have charged up to $39,000 for a single course. This is the ecosystem that Phoenix Pest Control lives inside. Fear is the business model, and the subscription is the product. Responsible Pest charges $49 a month. That is $680 a year. Truly, Nolan charges $45 to $65 a month on a 13-month auto-renewing contract. Moxie charges $139 per quarter after a $99 initial visit. Hawks quotes $350 initial plus $50 a month after that. Los Angeles County sued Hawks in August 2024 for high-pressure sales tactics, bait-and-switch contracts, and charging for services not provided. That is the company knocking on your door in Gilbert. None of these companies publish the chemicals they use on their public websites, not one. But the industry standard for scorpions is Lambda-cyhalothrin, a synthetic pyrethroid. The brand name is Demand CS, made by Syngenta, EPA registration 100-10-66. The generic is Cyzmic CS, made by Control Solutions. EPA registration 53883-389. Same active ingredient, 9.7%. Same microencapsulated formulation. Same label uses, same dilution rates. The only difference is the price and the name on the bottle. Now here is where the story goes back 2,000 years, because this chemical has a pedigree that the pest industry never mentions. Lambda-cyhalothrin is a synthetic version of pyrethrin, a natural insecticide, extracted from chrysanthemum flowers. Persian farmers used dried chrysanthemums to kill insects around 400 BC. Chinese pharmacopoeias documented it around 100 AD. For over 2,000 years, humanity knew that this flower killed insects on contact, but natural pyrethrin degrades in sunlight. In 1977, chemists at ICI in England synthesized a UV-stable version, Lambda-cyhalothrin. One molecular change increased potency tenfold. The EPA registered it in 1988. Syngenta developed the microcapsule version as Demand CS in 1994. One application, months of protection. The same technology protects children from malaria in WHO-approved bed nets across sub-Saharan Africa. That is the pedigree of the chemical in your $40 bottle. And the pest company in Scottsdale charges you $60 a month to spray it. Not because it costs $60, because you do not know it costs $4. But this video barely scratches the surface of what the scorpion control industry does not want you to know. I spent months gathering every method the professionals use and the prices they actually pay. All of it is inside the buried pest vault. The product guide with 15 essentials, the home inspection checklist, the seasonal pest calendar, when to call a pro decision tree, 9 guides, 0 filler, every page built for immediate action. The link is in the description right now, but stay here, because the science on this chemical is about to expose the industry's favorite upsell. Now here is the study that changes everything. In 2021, researchers at New Mexico State published a study in PCT magazine testing insecticides against Arizona bark scorpions. Lead researcher, Dr. Alvaro Romero. Important disclosure, Syngenta funded this study. A Syngenta employee was a co-author. That makes the result even more damaging for the industry. Demand CS applied alone killed approximately 90% of scorpions. When a second chemical was added, the industry's recommended combo, the kill rate dropped to 70%. The combo reduced effectiveness by 20 percentage points. Here is why. Scorpions perform a behavior called stilting. They walk on the tips of their legs to avoid contact with the surface. A repellent chemical triggers avoidance. The scorpion walks away before absorbing a lethal dose. One product, full contact. 90%, two products. Avoidance, 70%. The industry sells you the combo because the combo means two products, two charges, and more visits, even when the science says one product works better. Now here's the proof you can see. Scorpions glow under ultraviolet light. Their exoskeleton contains compounds that absorb UV and emit a bright blue-green fluorescence. A $15 UV flashlight from Amazon turns every scorpion in your yard into a glowing target visible from 20 feet away. On walls, on the ground, on ceilings. No other common household pest does this. If you have made it this far, you now know more about scorpion control than 99% of Phoenix homeowners paying $720 a year for monthly spray. Subscribe and share this with someone in Arizona locked into a pest contract. Everything the pest industry buried is inside the vault. 9 guides, link in the description. Now stay with me, because here is exactly how to do this yourself for $43. Here is exactly what to do. You need 3 things: Cyzmic CS 8-ounce bottle, $43 on DoMyOwn or Amazon, a 1-gallon pump sprayer, $15 at Home Depot, a 365 nanometer UV flashlight, $15 on Amazon, total cost $73. That covers treatment plus detection for the next 5 years. Now here's how to apply it. Mix 0.8 fluid ounces of Cyzmic CS per gallon of water. That is the scorpion cleanout rate. On the EPA approved label, use a measuring syringe. Be precise. Spray a band 3 feet up along your foundation wall. Spray 1 to 3 feet out onto the surrounding soil. Treat every crack, weep hole, door threshold, windowsill, and eave. Where utility lines enter, spray there. Wear long sleeves, closed shoes, nitrile gloves, and eye protection. Reapply every 30 to 90 days. During scorpion season runs June through September. 1 or 2 applications in summer handles most infestations. 1 8-ounce bottle makes 10 gallons. That is 10 full perimeter treatments, $430 per application. The professional charges $60 to $155 for the same chemical at the same rate. Now the UV hunt. Wait until 1 to 3 hours after sunset. Walk slowly around your home. Scorpions glow bright blue-green, visible from 20 feet away. Check walls, fences, trees, and rocks. Kill on site with long-handled tongs or a spray bottle of dish soap and water. 1 tablespoon of Dawn in 16 ounces. It suffocates them in 30 seconds. Now seal the entry points. Scorpions squeeze through gaps as small as a credit card edge, 1/16 of an inch. Install tight door sweeps on every door. Screen weep holes. Caulk every gap. Move firewood 2 feet from the walls. Clear a bare gravel zone around your entire foundation. White light attracts prey insects. Prey insects attract scorpions. Remove the food. Remove the predator. The number 1 mistake, spraying without sealing. The chemical kills scorpions that walk through the treated zone, but if gaps are still open, new scorpions walk in every night. Seal first, spray second. Now the math. $73 for the full kit. 1 bottle lasts 5 years. UV flashlight lasts a lifetime. Compare that to $720 a year, $3,600 over 5 years. For the exact same active ingredient at the exact same concentration. $73 versus $3,600. That is the number they buried. This solution was never hidden. It was just never sold to you because $43 does not build a monthly subscription business. DoMyOwn publishes the generic. The EPA approves it. The label is identical. And the industry charges you 17 times more for the name on the bottle. Every share exposes the markup they depend on you never seeing. Every subscription keeps this vault open. The complete buried pest vault. 9 guides. Everything they buried. Link in the description. The next vault opens soon, and what is inside is Phoenix's other billion-dollar pest problem. Something is climbing your oleanders and eating the lemons off your tree. The pros charge $2,500 to stop it. You can do it for $60. We dig it up.